Obviously pretty exciting to take home the medal. Going into the night, were you expecting much out of it all?
Not at all. As for the night, it was really enjoyable just to be able to catch up with all the teammates and coaches and really celebrate a great year that was for us as a football club. And yeah, no, it was really nice to be able to walk away with the award. But yeah, very, very happy. And yeah, congrats to all the other girls that took home awards that night too. We've got a very special group and everyone was very deserving of what they got.
Obviously, probably, I guess, exceeding expectations on the year, making a prelim really challenging for, a real deep run in finals. Disappointing way to really end the year, but going into that, you said you wanted to celebrate the season as a whole. Obviously, expectations going into sort of next year, and how's everyone sort of feeling about the achievements of this year?
Yeah, no, everyone's really happy. Obviously, you feel a little bit flat initially, particularly after watching the grand final and what could have been. But yeah, no, we're all so proud of where we got as a team this season, and we know that there's still so much to build on and still so much improvement to go. And I know that going into next year, we'll really look at trying to play a consistent 4 quarters and see where that can take us and play a really consistent season. So look forward to next year, even though it's a little while away. But yeah, we'll just harness all the excitement for now.
Do you look at your own personal year and sort of break down and see that the improvements that you made over the course of the year, and especially comparing it to last year, or do you not really focus on that now that you're at the end of the year?
No, I suppose going into each season, you kind of set goals for yourself and where you want to get individually. And yeah, you want to continue to build on your own game and be able to influence on the team where you can. It was actually funny. I was at my Nan and Pop's house the other day, and he actually asked me the question, when you and your team going at halftime, are you going in for a nap? Because he reckons that I come out absolutely asleep in the second half, which is probably pretty accurate, to be honest. But no, yeah, pretty happy with my season. But yeah, there's still a long way to go. And yeah, that consistency piece is something that I really want to get better at for my own game next year.
In the speech after receiving the medal, he sort of thanks a couple of people, particularly coaching staff. Obviously, Josh being a big influence on your game. How's that connection with him been over the course of obviously the last season, and how you brought your game to another level?
Yeah, awesome. Well, as soon as I've come into the program, he's been my midfield coach, so he's been able to kind of guide me along the way and assist me with my game. And throughout this season, I've come in early to trainings and been able to do touch sessions with him and vision, and he's really good for not only myself but our midfield group as a whole. And I think he plays a really big part in driving our midfield and trying to be the best midfield in the competition. So no, we're very lucky to have him, and his knowledge of the game is absolutely amazing. So yeah, we all have a really good relationship with him, and we're very lucky.
You came into the club with many thinking with a great hope that could help turn things around. It's probably no coincidence that we've been on an upward trajectory as a women's program here at Geelong as a result of that. How have you dealt with the expectation yourself, knowing that people are probably expecting you to have that impact that you have had over the last 3 seasons?
Yeah, I suppose it's funny. When I came into the club, there was a lot of a list turnover. So I think Rachel Kearns was our first Irish recruit. I think there was 7 of us. Chantal Emerson, who's now in our leadership group, and Dan Lowther as a coach. There was a lot of turnover, and I think all of us have played a part in being able to where we are now, and we're only continuing to connect and build as the seasons go on. And all I want to be able to do is contribute where I can, and being able to come into the midfield and play with some really great midfielders in Amy McDonald, Nina Morrison, Darcy Maloney, Becky Webster. So no, we're very lucky, and I think everyone that comes into our team plays a significant role in our success, which is good.
You seem to embrace that expectation, though. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say there's overly too much expectation. I suppose coming in individually, I want to be able to perform the best I can and be the best player that I can be. And so if anything, it's that pressure I put on myself. But yeah, also just understanding that I am only 20 years of age, and things are going to take time. And yeah, my first season was a bit of a reality check in the way that it is very challenging coming into this competition and adapting to playing against strong bodies, women, and a fast style of game. So yeah, still adjusting to that, and yeah, looking to build where I can.
What does the off-season hold? You won't be due back, I think, till probably May before pre-season kicks off again. How do you spend that sort of 4 or 5 months? I suppose staying with the hands on the footy, but also getting a bit of a break from it as well.
Yeah, well, last season I was fortunate enough to go to the States with Amy McDonald. We did some travelling over in America, which was really nice. But as for this off-season, looking to stay just around Geelong, looking at running a few holiday programs for younger girls, trying to grow the game in Geelong. And, you know, it's been really evident that we're fortunate enough with our fan base here in Geelong. So just want to get as many girls involved in football as I can and share my knowledge. So really looking forward to doing that over January and get some involvement there, and hopefully a few more Cat supporters for next year.
Will you play your VFLW to get that running your legs, or will it just be a case of using the pre-season to prepare for next year?
I don't think so. I'm not entirely sure, but no, probably just look at staying around Geelong, doing all different sorts of things, boxing, running, gym. Just like to obviously change it up before you come back and do stacks of running. So look forward to that.
The cynical would say that people would think that eventually it would be the lure to play with Madison, and you head back up the highway. But it seems like you've fallen in love with Geelong and are not going anywhere in a hurry.
Oh no, definitely not. I was really fortunate enough to get picked up by Geelong in I think it was where it had only just opened up to a whole Victorian pool, and so Geelong took me, and I'm so very grateful, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I do love the football club here, and I think from an outside perspective, everyone does see that culturally we've got a really amazing culture here at Geelong. So we're on a really good trajectory, and hopefully some success will come in the next few years.
You did speak about obviously your love for Geelong in your speech afterwards, and how you don't want to go anywhere, and obviously you've just answered that as well. But with the new CBAs and the contracts being able to be extended past sort of a year, 2 years, is it sort of an exciting time to see players from other clubs signing longer term deals, and is that sort of something we should expect in the near future for yourself?
Oh no, definitely. I think it's really exciting with this new CBA enabling girls to be able to sign longer contracts at their clubs. It just goes to show the commitment that girls are wanting to have to their football clubs, and I guess we'll see.
Has your manager received something from the club, or you're acting coy now on us?
No, it's still in the works. Obviously, with the season only finishing a couple of weeks ago, they've got the draft coming up and looking at bringing in some talent. So unsure as of yet, but we'll find out shortly, I hope.
I know Daisy was in the men's program here, but you would have seen her around the club. What do you make of her taking on the West Coast Eagles job, and how do you think she'll adapt from player to coach in a pretty quick turnaround?
Yeah, I've crossed paths with Daisy a few times that she's been at the club, and Daisy's just a really amazing person, and where she's been involved with us, you can just see the knowledge she has for the game, and I think her and her family will really enjoy a move over to WA, and I think what she'll be able to bring to West Coast Eagles is very exciting, and hopefully they have a really good season next year, and I'm sure she'll do great things over there.